There's a bit of a slight delay there for all of us who are trying to coordinate in the studio, but for those of you who are out there in listener land, welcome to another stirring installment of a Disinformed fan friction, which
Ooh.
is going to be a bit of a melange as we are just throwing random bits of nonsense together whilst we wait to debut My Immortal, the sequel.
Which should be a good amount of fun.
Or so you'd have us believe. But
I'm not a good liar, so
for those who have no clue what is happening here, nor who we are the hosts, -1 of the Disinformed podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm John.
I'm Michael, and I'm Michael. I'm
And
gonna screw it up.
and Courtney is on a top secret mission
To Alderaan.
to Flavortown.
I like Alderaan. Alderaan.
But what we usually have been doing, I'm not trying to steal your bit, Shane, but we have been waiting for the scripts from Michael.
I'm not trying to slap the soul out of your body, but wait for the impact.
Would you like to do this?
No, I mean, it's your show.
It is. I volunteered myself today. So the past 2 weeks we've been doing 27 Bs, which was Shane's findings, and we have more of those for the future as needed. But we didn't think it'd be entirely fair to jump into My Immortal today because we don't have Courtney with us, and we think it would be way more enjoyable to have her from the start because she's been a good amount of fun. She brings a lot of levity, and maybe Michael. There's a surprise here, and I don't want the answer. Maybe Michael properly cast her in this fanfic. It doesn't look like he did. Okay,
yeah. We got
we'll
fight over
see.
here. That's a good bit of fun.
Yes.
But today, what I would like to do is read an article that I found this morning, and today is it March 23rd? It's the 24th. Okay. Anyway, so this article was posted March 23rd on the LA Times.
La Times
brought to us
as they
by
call it.
There's
Captain
no
Fruit
lies,
Dookie.
there's no anything. It's just I read this before it was trending, and I'm sure it's probably trending now. So just
If it
without
wasn't
further
for
ado,
monetization, I would have called BS.
Yeah.
I had to restrain myself.
I'm not going to read the headline because I feel like it kind of diminishes the first paragraph.
Can you read it to us after the first
Yes.
paragraph? Okay.
It
I
goes
still want the
without-
context. I don't know.
I'm going to kill you with my mind.
If only.
Buckle up,
People have
Buttercup.
tried.
Man, tonight is the night you actually get to watch me combust on screen, lovely listeners.
He's already starting to turn red.
It goes without saying, Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal should not include cinnamon-crusted shrimp tails.
According to whom?
But according to writer, producer, podcaster Jensen Karp, a family pack from a local Costco had just that, along with a piece of string, a weird cinnamon-covered pea thing, and that's PEA, like a pea, and black things baked into some squares and lurking at the bottom of the bag. This is not what Times Food columnist Lucas Quan Peterson had in mind when he ranked Cinnamon Toast Crunch at the top of his official breakfast cereal power rankings a couple years back. At CTC Squares, why are there shrimp tails in my cereal? This is not a bit. Karp tweeted Monday morning after eating a bowl of the cereal and then seeing a couple of sugar-coated things in the package that didn't look like the cereal's traditional rice and wheat squares. Yep. They looked like a couple of shrimp tails. Karp is credited as a producer or executive producer on shows including Nickelodeon's Unleashed and TBS TNT's Drop the Mic. In his tween years, he was a battle rapper. For real. And he had a word for skeptics who think he's faking the situation just so he could become a viral sensation.
Haters?
There are black items cooked onto the squares and tons of it at the bottom of the bag, he tweeted Tuesday. In addition to shrimp tails and other sugar-coated junk. Also, it's only viral because of their insane response. I would have dropped it. In response to manufacturer General Mills' offer to replace the cereal in question, he tweeted Monday, "Guys, I am not sure I'm ready for another box." The company replied, "We understand your concern. We promise you that our team will look into this and get to the bottom of it. But in the meantime, we want to do everything we can to make this right. We'll need further details to research. The company told Karp later in the day that its team's investigation of the images he had posted led them to believe the mystery, or what am I, Michael? Led them to believe the mystery ingredients were an accumulation of the cinnamon sugar that sometimes can occur when ingredients aren't thoroughly blended.
With shrimp.
I mean,
We assure you that there's no possibility of cross-contamination with shrimp, the company said via direct message to Karp, adding that it also wanted to offer him General Mills vouchers to make up for his unpleasant experience, citing further investigation with my eyes. Oh, nope, that wasn't the voice. But anyway, citing further investigation with my eyes, Karp called BS on that explanation. These are cinnamon-coated shrimp tails, you weirdos. I wasn't all that mad until you're now trying to gaslight me? About an hour later, he said the company wanted him to send them the items for a closer look. These are obviously shrimp tails, so I will be keeping one as evidence, and I now feel like Sandra Bullock in the net, tweeted Karp, who did not respond immediately Tuesday to the Times' request for an interview. For real, someone tell me they, the black things, aren't like maggots or bugs. Is it shrimp adjacent? Also, just found this weird cinnamon-covered pea thing, Karp tweeted. I wish this was a joke. A Twitter user said it looked as if something got into a bag of dry mix and nested. By Monday afternoon, Karp had enlisted his wife, Boy Meets World actor-director Danielle Fishel.
oh my goodness.
Fishel?
This goes all the way to the top.
It does. To explore the family pack's second bag Monday night. In addition to finding what was allegedly dental floss, she discovered signs, i.e. tape, that the bag may have been tampered with. Come Tuesday, Karp took the box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch to a lab for testing, then updated his followers. I am now in touch with a testing lab regarding the black things, which I will not yet be calling by any other name for my own sanity. Also, a research company will be paying to DNA test the shrimp tail. 2021, y'all, he said in a tweet thread. I want to also explain this. I have no idea how this stuff got in my cereal bags, and neither does at CTC Squares. It definitely could have been contaminated in the Costco, though that doesn't explain the squares with black stuff cooked on it or the sugar coating on the shrimp. My point is, their initial reaction to shellfish being in the bag was to tell me it was sugar, he continued. Not to investigate the issue or to look into it. It's a deadly allergy to many, and non-kosher. And that didn't seem to matter beyond offering me a new box. I originally approached them thinking it would help out. Then they said I'm mistaking sugar for a crustacean. Anyway, I'm testing the DNA of a shrimp tail now, so I hope everyone's happy. A Costco person or spokesperson said Wednesday that management had no comment at this time. Tweeting screenshots of his exchanges with General Mills. Karp said the company reached out again via direct message and asked him to wait Wednesday for FedEx and then turn over the items Karp and Fishel had found, plus all the packaging. Karp replied that he would be sending them nothing. You're being super sketchy and odd, he wrote to the company, when this was a very easy PR response to make people feel assured you care about your products. While we are still investigating this matter, we can say with confidence that this did not occur at our facility. General Mills spokesperson Mike that said Tuesday in a statement to the Times. We are waiting for the consumer to send us the package to investigate further. Any consumers who notice their cereal box or bag has been tampered with, such as the clear tape that was found in this case, should contact us. Meanwhile, Karp told TMZ on Tuesday that he was off the cereal forever, saying it was such a bummer because I was a huge fan. Like, he was the guy in the vintage Cinnamon Toast Crunch t-shirt with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Nikes. I'm the new Gorilla Glue girl, aren't I? Karp tweeted Tuesday. Later in the afternoon, a General Mills social media specialist sent Karp an email suggesting that he take the items in question to his local law enforcement if he didn't want to send them to the company. This may be product tampering, and we need the opportunity to investigate the packaging, the company said in an email. I'm not walking into a random police station yelling, here's the shrimp tails that General Mills wants, like it's a smoking gun from a murder, Karp replied. You guys, he said, are an insane mess of a company. And that, gentlemen, was the article, Jensen Karp didn't plan for the shrimp tails in a Cinnamon Toast Crunch to go viral. And I felt that was very fitting to read for you guys.
What exactly is he expecting from them?
I think at the the base response is that he was put off that he didn't get good customer service after finding very bizarre things. And then, from my estimation, narcissistically turned it into a way bigger deal.
Yes, that I will wholly concur with, because that is, here's the thing. Yes, I think the company could very readily have responded with something that was a bit more sensitive and concerned than, hey, crackpot, I don't believe what you're saying. But I mean, to his, unfortunately, there are throngs of people in a very litigious culture that we live in currently who are desperately trying to make their sweet million off of not anything, which overcooked sugar caused me to break my teeth. I'm now suing you for $18 million. So, from the company's perspective, I can absolutely understand. Again, yes, send us the things, because I'm not just going to take an unsubstantiated claim and a weird picture from you, crackpot, to indicate that there's something I have to do to you until we can test the thing. So
And-
I wouldn't say they're being too terribly sketchy. That's not an unreasonable request for someone who's claiming that you tried to poison them.
Yeah,
Right.
They want to substantiate the claims. They want to be
And
like,
also, I
well,
mean,
what's going on?
yeah, and I see his point of him being like, okay, I wasn't really particularly fond of their initial response to me, considering that, what if I was someone with a shellfish allergy, or if I was Jewish and kosher was
An issue.
yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that, but at that point you're not, like like that's fine, but you could have made the whole thing a little less
Blown out
woesome
of
by just being
proportion.
like, sure, it's funny to me that he's getting it tested, but for someone who's saying that he didn't expect it to go viral, sure, doing a lot of legwork to make it go viral,
Yeah.
by adding you're taking essentially, you're taking the Hobbit, you're Peter Jacksoning your little thing right now, and you're turning the Hobbit into 3 5-hour movies.
And I know that this is insanely ridiculous that, me, someone who's addressing a camera right now and sharing this with the general populace, to draw attention to the fact that this is why, social media is baffling to me.
Yeah.
Or just like, I want to share this with the world. We
Yeah.
need some justice, because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is trying to perpetuate something on the American public that they're not ready for.
CTC squares,
Get
please.
the hell out of here. It's like complaining about getting herpes in a crack den. You know what you were getting yourself into when you walked in the door. Like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, by its very nature, is not exactly health-conscious food, my friend. There's enough sugar in there to kill Poe.
And isn't there like a no, isn't there a big dark history with one of these
Big.
big? Is it Kellogg's, or is it?
Yeah, are you talking about
Yes.
Well, he already said hell, so masturbation?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kellogg.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Well, that's all I had for you. I just read that this morning and it made me chuckle, and I thought, literally, I was like, that is just esoteric enough to work for us.
And as the old saying goes, Jensen Karp, who is also who started out with the Smodcast network for those
Oh,
who are playing
really?
the home game. Yes, he had a show on Smodcast for a good long while. But who crapped in your post toasties? That's what we're all curious about here.
'Twas I.
Uh-oh.
Super shrimp. Or as we are now going to call them, a Creole toast crunch. Well, thank you for that, John. Most
You're very
intriguing
welcome.
and entertaining. And so, hopefully that will get us through another stirring installment here. And perhaps you can tell us in the comments below what you found in your box this morning. That was not as slurred as I wanted it to be.
You can do better. That's what he's saying.
I'm going to pour some milk over your flakes in just a second here.
I want you to pour some sugar on me.
Okay, well, ladies and germaphobes, thank you for being here with us on another Wacky Wednesday here for the Disinformed podcast. And please tune in on Friday, where we are going to have a very lively discussion about Michael's very thought-provoking episode that occurred this Monday.
Oh, I'm not excited for
All
this.
the
I'm scared.
Pokeballs. It's going to be good for
in
everybody.
my mouth.
Open up.
Hot.
I'm gonna put a shrimp in it.
I don't want a Pikachu.
Hold
Unless
up.
it's-
Wait a minute. Put a little shrimp in it.
As long as it isn't cinnamon encrusted.
That comes later.
What do you have against
Oh.
cinnamon?
I'm okay if it's cinnamon, lightly dusted on it, but if it's cinnamon encrusted on it, that seems a little bit too much cinnamon.
A little bit too much cinnamon.
You are
Yes.
like cinnamon.
Play us out, Johnny. So, for Disinformed this week, I'm Shane.
I'm John.
And I'm Michael.
He hit the and. Well done.
It only took 3 tries.
Indeed. And
Yeah.
everybody, when I think about you, I cinnamon toast crunch myself.